Hello, this is the first video of my muscle building vlog and I'm going to take you through what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, the metrics I'm tracking, my first 14 weeks of progress because I'm already 14 weeks in, and a little bit about what I've been finding difficult and also the benefits. What am I doing? I'm trying to pack on muscle really, and as a dad and an online personal trainer, which is essentially a sedentary job, this can only benefit my life. And if you're someone who wants to do the same to build a bit of muscle, then hopefully this will give you insights into the struggles, what I'm doing, and help you in your own muscle building phase. I'll aim to get a video update out to you guys every couple of weeks, and it will run through what I've been doing, how I've been feeling, and any bumps in the road or anything that's been going particularly well. This first week, I'm going to get you up to speed with where I am. Why am I doing this? Last year I focused on running quite a lot. I did a couple of ultra marathons, which were something that I never thought I'd do. 2.5, 3 years ago, never thought I'd run. And then, a park run turned into a half marathon, which turned into a marathon, which turned into an ultra marathon. And it was really, really fun whilst I was doing it. Naturally, if I'm running so much and I'm not training in the gym as much, I still trained a little bit. I ended up losing some muscle, and I was looking in the mirror and I just thought, for me, I looked a bit weak and a bit skinny. And if I'm honest, I didn't really like it. So the first big driver for me doing this muscle building phase is vanity, is because I want to look jacked. I want to look good in the mirror. I want Katie, my wife, to have a husband. She's like, yeah, he can do anything I need him to. He can carry the kids home from town. He can carry the 5 bags that I pack, which are all full of spare clothes and apple rice cakes for the kids. Number 2 is to be my kid's superhero and to look like Captain America. No, it's not. Well, maybe a little. Number 2 is after the age of 30, men can lose up to 8% of their muscle mass per decade. 30 is still at the back end of my prime, really. The last opportunity I have between now and probably 40, where I've got hormones on my side to build some serious muscle. So at the start of the muscle building phase, I was 73.5-ish kilos, lean, very lean. And my goal over the next probably 2 years, if I'm honest, is to get to 80 kilos and be just as lean. And that also plays into one of the other reasons. So I ran my first ultra marathon with my dad. He was fit enough and capable enough to do it, which is awesome. I want to be able to do that with my kids as they grow up. If we go to a trampoline park, or we go to Ninja Warriors, or we go to Gladiators, I want to have the physical strength to give them a run for their money unless they become these absolute weapon athletes. I want to be able to kind of keep up with them and do more, if not the same as them. Certainly as they get into their prime, they're going to overtake me, but I want to delay that as much as possible. Not because I'm like, oh, I just want to beat my kids at everything. Not at all. I just want to show them what they can do and inspire them to push to their limits. I have no doubt they're going to be so much fitter than I have ever been. What am I tracking to measure my progress? Number 1 is scale weight, and I want my scale weight to go up 0.5 to 1% per month. It's a pretty slow process. So far that's going okay. I've gained 3 kilos over 14 weeks, which is pretty good going and aligned with what I want. I'm going to track progress photos as well. So these are at the start, and these are some of my most recent progress photos. And again, I use these so I can see the difference. I can tell if I'm looking bigger, if I'm gaining fat, which is inevitable, that's going to happen. I'll cover that a bit more in the difficulties because psychologically, I like being lean. I like having visible abs, and I know at some point I'm gonna have to slowly wave goodbye to them. Another one are circumference measurements. So I'll take waist, hips, arms, thighs, chest. I'll take those at less regular intervals, probably monthly if I'm honest. And that will show me the effects on different parts of my body. I take my waist measurement weekly because that's a really good indicator as to whether fat's going on there too quickly as well. But for me, a really big consideration is health. Your waist measurement will correlate with visceral fat, which is the kind of fat that is unhealthy, and at no point do I want to become unhealthy. I'll monitor that closely, and I don't want it to go above half my height. Half my height is 181 centimeters, which means I don't want it to go above 90.5 centimeters. And currently, as of this week when I measured it, it was 77.2 centimeters. I've got a lot of space to go, I should be all right. The last one, and probably the most important one, is performance in the gym. So I'm tracking all of my exercises, all of my sets, all of my reps, and I'm making sure that my weights in the gym trend up over time. So the last 14 weeks of progress. So here are the photos again. For the first 12 weeks, I was eating around 2,600 calories per day, 180 grams of protein, 50 grams-ish of fat, and then the rest were from carbs. That's changed in the last 2 weeks, and I'll explain why in a little bit. I was training in the gym 3 times a week. I was doing 2 upper body sessions and then 1 lower and arms. And then I'd do 1 to 2 shorter cardio sessions, which would normally be I'd get up, Katie gets up, I'd go out for like a 20-minute run. With that, it was just more for mental health, if I'm honest, and to move my body. I'm still gonna keep cardio in because I enjoy it and it helps my creativity and it helps me process whatever anxiety or thoughts I have on my mind. My weight has gone from 73.6 kilos on average to 76.5 kilos, with my waist measurement only going up 0.7 centimeters across that time. I'm pretty convinced most of that is going to be lean body mass. My photos look pretty good too as well. And then that gets to my weights in the gym. So the 3 lifts that I was tracking and really trying to progress over the first 12 weeks, number 1 was a 20-degree dumbbell press. And this went from 26 kilos to 40 kilos. Less reps on 40 kilos, but I'm pretty happy that I'm picking them up at the moment. My pull-ups went from body weight, 8 to 10 reps, to I think 6 reps on 24 kilos with this video, and I'll correct it if it's not there. And then the last one was split squats, which I think I started on 20 kilos dumbbells and finished on 34 kilo dumbbells. I've since changed that. Or rather, I've not changed that, but my program has changed and I'm now doing Bulgarian split squats, which the rear foot is elevated, which makes it a lot harder. What have I been finding difficult? Most people think a muscle building phase is great because you get to eat more calories, which is true, you do. It is nice to eat more calories, but you quickly get to a point where food noise goes down. It's not really there. It's genuinely been quite hard to eat up to 2,600 calories. Currently, my nutrition has changed, so I'm eating more on training days and less on non-training days. And that's to fuel my sessions, try and push a little bit more. So training days, I'm eating 3,060 calories a day, and non-training days, I'm eating 2,660 calories a day. Well, doing my best to get there. And some days I'm a little bit short, but that's what I'm aiming for. And then the other bit that I've been struggling with is coming to terms with losing my abs. Right now, I've not really lost them at all, and they're still quite visible, especially when I first wake up in the morning and, you know, looking a little bit lean and a bit dehydrated. I know that is going to come at some point, and I'm mentally trying to psych myself up to it. And the way that I'm doing that is knowing that, one, my health isn't gonna deteriorate. I'm not doing a dirty bulk where I'm just smashing junk food and putting crap into my body, like absolutely not. I'm still eating whole, minimally processed, unprocessed foods majoritively, which is part of the reason why it's quite hard to hit the calorie limits. What I'm focusing on to help me get through this phase mentally is the benefits that are going to come from it. My training in the gym is so much more fun because I'm so much stronger. I've got so much more energy around the house as well. Little things like every night I've had the energy to tidy the house downstairs from the mess that the kids make when they cut paper up, stick it on the floor, or they've left magnetiles and Lego out all over the living room floor as well. That's been nice, and it's been fantastic for my marriage as well. I mean, Kate and I have a fantastic marriage anyway. We're great at communicating. We're very understanding of each other. I feel like Katie always has a sparkle in her eye when she looks at me since this bulk, and I can't lie, I love it. I absolutely love it. And maybe that spurs me on a little bit to be like, this muscle building phase is great. I'm just a better husband and a better dad and a better person to be around in the house. And one more benefit with that is food noise has gone down so much. I've got more mental energy to spend doing other things. I mean, even over Christmas, I lost 1 kilo. That was with Christmas dinner, Boxing Day, leftovers, everything there, which I fully enjoyed. I didn't not enjoy it at all. I absolutely did. But I think what it was is food noise was down to all of the little snacks that you have, like making your way through celebrations, having an extra mince pie. I just didn't want to do it. One of the issues a lot of dads have is they're always sort of trying to diet. And if they're not dieting, they're also not trying to eat enough to build muscle or to do anything else. People put themselves into this place where they never eat properly and eat enough food consistently to manage their food noise. And so it's always there. Whereas doing something like this, if you do it and you commit to it, you'll find it so much easier to be normal around food and not use it as a crux for anything. And so that's the update of the first 12 weeks. As I said, I'm actually 14 weeks in, and the difference between the last 2 weeks and the first 12 weeks is I've got myself my own online coach because I know how important accountability is. One thing I always say to clients is when you're in the weeds of your journey and you're going through it, you find it hard to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. And that is the benefit for having me as a coach and what I offer to my clients. I don't have that with my muscle building phase. And so I've got someone else helping me, and it's been fantastic. So the changes made so far, I've got a new training program. I'm in the gym 4 times a week. My calories have also been pushed up. He thinks I can eat more and I should eat more. And to be fair to him, in 2 weeks, my weight's edged up slowly, yeah, which is what we want, so that's fine. But also, my waist measurement hasn't moved. But that is the benefit of having a coach, somebody who can objectively look at your data without all the emotions going through in your head and say, this is what you need to do. So that's the difference. It's certainly not a knowledge issue. It's certainly not a coaching issue. It's there's a massive risk I'm going to be in my own head. And also I want to see how somebody else does online coaching to see how I can improve what I offer to my clients. I personally think I give a great service because I give everything I can to my clients, but there's always going to be ways to improve. And so there might be something in there. That is the update. Any questions, sit them in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already. And yeah, see you in a couple of weeks.